Blackout, Part 2, Lines in the Ash, Chapter 4, The New Normal. 2 weeks had passed since the EMP. The Holloway homestead had transformed from a quiet prepper retreat into a makeshift outpost. Jacob had reluctantly allowed 3 more families to settle nearby, each vetted, each contributing. But with every new arrival, the balance shifted. Maria ran a communal kitchen, rationing meals with military precision. Grace helped teach the younger kids, turning their basement into a classroom. Eli, now 15, had become Jacob's shadow, learning to track, hunt, and lead. But the world outside was unraveling. Rumors spread of rogue militias forming in nearby towns, enforcing their own laws. One group, calling themselves the Ember Pact, had begun raiding farms and demanding tribute. Jacob gathered the adults. We either stay invisible, or we prepare to defend. There's no middle ground anymore. Chapter 5. The Ember Pact. It started with a drone, an old quadcopter, modified to run on scavenged batteries. It hovered over the property for 5 minutes before vanishing into the tree line. 2 days later, a messenger arrived. Young, nervous, armed. "You're on Ember territory now," he said. "They'll be back tomorrow. You either join, pay, or leave." Jacob didn't flinch. "Tell them we're not interested." The boy hesitated. "They don't take no." That night, Jacob and Eli reinforced the perimeter. Tripwires, camouflaged foxholes, hidden caches. Travis, now fully trusted, helped rig a flare system to signal intrusions. Maria prayed with the others. "We fight if we must, but we don't lose who we are." Chapter 6. Fire and Resolve. At dawn they came. 5 trucks, 15 men, armed and armored. Jacob stood at the gate, rifle slung but not raised. "This land is ours. We won't pay. We won't join." The leader, a man named Riker, smirked. "Then you burn." The first shot came from Eli, silent, precise, a warning. It hit the ground near Riker's feet. Chaos erupted. Flares lit the sky. Smoke bombs filled the air. The Holloways and their allies fought with discipline, using terrain and tactics to their advantage. By sunset, the Ember Pact had retreated, wounded, humiliated. But the cost was real. Travis had taken a bullet to the leg. One of the neighboring families fled in fear, and Jacob knew this was only the beginning. Chapter 7. The Reckoning. Jacob gathered the community. "We survived today because we were prepared. But survival isn't enough. We need purpose. We need unity." They voted to form a council. Shared duties, shared defense, shared hope. Grace painted a sign at the entrance. "Holloway Haven, strength through stewardship." Maria led a memorial for the fallen. Eli buried his first enemy, and Jacob for the first time allowed himself to cry.